Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Hello, this is Divine Sunshine with your Divine Masculine Energy Report. Just tapping in and see what's going on in the Divine Masculine. We'll see which one to pop up today. And that's the Divine Masculine clear that we will deal with. Okay, so what's going on? Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. He got a release. Okay. Yep. I can see why. Okie dokie. God. Oh, self-love and narcissist. I think this came out with too again. Narcissistic self-love. I'm going to let you stay out here. Okay. So we have fear, phobia in our alphaness, wedding series commitment, ruling over conflict, self-love. So this person here has some fears here. This fear seems like to me has been ruling their life. This fear has also caused them to go into this wedding or this serious commitment. Because of this, he has to learn how to rule over conflict. And he's got to really truly learn how to practice self-love, because the self-love that he has been practicing has been more so of a narcissistic one, which is more so of, it's outside of myself for other people, what's being shown to him, material things. And so he's been a little rough around the edges, which I mean by, again, when you look at him, he's kind of like, might talk to people any kind of way. You know how narcissistic is. It's about me. Oh, I'm not wonderful. Look at my hair. It's just as beautiful. It's red. It's luxurious. Your hair should be like mine. All this. Yes, my glasses. You love my glasses. Yes, I only get my glasses done by the best of the opticians, what optical persons out there, whatever like that. You tell I'm not on now that speaking all optometrist, thank you, the best optometrist out there in the world. Like, oh my God, he only takes like appointments only, like you can't go there. Yes, I go to La Pearl Vision, like everybody can go to La Pearl Vision, because oh my God, I'm sounding like somebody else. I'm not gonna say who it is. La Pearl Vision, because this only the best. I just only ask for only the best. Okay, so we're in that kind of stuff. And then really at the core of it is it's this fear that is taking over, this throwing him into ego, and that's just like where they are. Can I get a clarifier on this? We've picked up this person. I see this. This is really, really out there speaking. So clarifying here, this person again uses their voice to portray this certain kind of ego or whatever is out there in the world, but it's fear. Okay. This voice speaking has been used against them. And this has caused them to also be in this situation. So in their speaking, this is what is going to be the card that's showing me your pass, your access pass to get out of the situation that they're in. Just like you spoke your way into that, that's the way you're going to have to speak your way out of it. Okay, this is what's going on. Let's tap into this person and seeing about what's actually going on with them in their thinking. Clear. What's going on with this Divine Masculine? We call this is a spade. We talk about this is for the males, but it also could be for the females that's in there. But most of the time it's that one. Justice. Wanting justice. But then again, this justice here, they got this hajib on, which again, to me, this is according to old traditions. I got into this because of old traditions of maybe they might have been promised, or again, they have been, arranged marriage, okay? It might be not even arranged according to old standards like this. When we grew up, we both were arranged and we're in this, but this could also be arranged because their friends said, y'all two will be good together. I found them, so I can't, we're looking for you two to marry. So this is again friends, family have arranged this to be so. They have boxed them in there. So now they got a fear of not owning up or showing up for families and friends here. So they've got them in this committed relationship because of this, and now it's a conflict of this, and now they got to really truly get out of narcissism, which is really truly not in a negative, because everything has a shadow and a light to it, but really truly looking at this from the perspective of getting them there in love, actually self-love, true love with self. Okay, there's a fence there, a shyness there of trying to go around this gate, which goes back to, again, what I talked about earlier about the twin flames with the divine masculine, which is that fence around them, which is, again, you could get into your own freedom, but you're allowing, it's really, you are free, but you're allowing these old standards, these old paradigms, these old beliefs to keep you there, because you're like, well, I'm married, I should stay in it. I'm in this committed relationship, I need to stay in it because that's what it says there. How even the Pope has gotten to the point to saying about, he backs up people over about divorce, about that as well. So he's also saying that again, that if you are miserable and you don't feel that love is there, nobody is telling you to sign up or co-sign for a life of misery, not even God. I don't care whatever the beliefs of source, God or source or whomever you believe highest, wants you to be here in misery. Because that's not what he placed you here. You placed you there to learn some things, but to learn to understand, then for you to go on to ascend and to go to the next level. This is what we're talking about, really finding true justice, not justice based upon old paradigms and belief systems. Okay, that's what that thing there. So you got to get rid of that. That DM's got to get rid of that thinking. Okay, but he's believing in this justice served on old beliefs, old paradigms, family systems, old religious systems, clear cultural systems as well, that's keeping him there. But he's actually free, but he's shy about it. He wants to try this edit, but he's shy about it. He's looking around the corner around this thing too. Okay, he gave me a book of things here. In the emotions we have trying to take a deep dive and being confident about taking this deep dive emotionally that he has to do. He's got to self-assure himself. He's got to get self-confident. He's got to make himself have assurance with himself that he can be able to do this. Okay, he's got to find courage, because he knows with this is a bold move. He keeps on saying about lonely. Got to see the twin flame again, twin flame connection, the overall twin flame collective feelings about this. He feels lonely. He feels like it's nobody there for him to go to. No friends that truly understand him. Nobody that really wants to eat at the table with him. The only one that's really on his level is his divine partner. But again, she's not there around. So he feels isolated and alienated by friends. But he knows he wants this freedom here. He knows why the cage bird sings, as Maya Angelou says. Maya Angelou went through a lot of abuse and things of that nature when she was younger. Those things, and she had to find her voice. Interested. We got that title for this. I know why the cage bird scream, because again, he's got to find his voice. She stopped speaking. Okay. And so she had to find her voice over again. I'm trying to remember this. I'm mixing her Oprah Winfrey. They so much kind of overtied together. That's that Aquarius and Aries thing. But again, stop speaking and got to be able to find the voice back over again, because this is going to liberate you, independent, and burden you. You got to be able to, again, this love here, platonic love. Love for self. Platonic love to me is pure love. Platonic love is because, again, it doesn't have any intentions. It don't have an objective. It don't have a reasoning for why it's doing that. It just is. So that, again, that's like unconditional love. It's just platonic. It's pure. It's tender. It's devoted. Got to move into that energy. Understand, again, he's still saying he's ready to receive this good again. Ready for it to be able, this blessings that shower upon him, help to create everything around him in a state of beauty. Okay. But again, in order for you to have this blessing, again, just like roses, no blessing, you got to have roses, you got to have thorns. Without beauty, you got to have some hurt. There's got to be some pain with it, okay, as well. But he feels again that he is powerless. His hands are tied with this situation. He keeps on saying that he wants this freedom, but he believes that his hands are tied. Okay, so with that understanding, again, let me see here. What's actually appearing clear in the 3D for this divine master? What's happening appearing here in the 3D? Give me some 3D actions that's going on with him. We got the 7 of chalices here, the 7 of chalices here, 7 of cups here. So again, that's the cup to say he believes he's got options. But really, to tell you the truth, this is the 7 of cups again, means he's tried all other options and he's came to the point of understanding in the 3D that it's just only one option, the option, and that's you. Okay, so he knows he's moving slow like a turtle. You're looking and saying, what the hell was taking you so long? My twin flame biological clock is ticking. Okay, what's going on with that? Excuse me 1 second, I gotta write this down because you know I will forget my titles and then I'll be saying, now what did I say? I know the DM is I know why the cage bird sings. DM got to find his voice. I would say has to speak his freedom to gain freedom, whatever it is. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now he knows that out of all the choices there in the 3D, it's you that he's passionate about. Okay, you got 2 flames there that symbolize again twin flames right there. On the either side of it, every time when I look at that, it looks like dessert, like the sweet treat. He knows you the sweet treat at the end of the day. That's who you want. We got lilies there that's growing there. That's peace, that's spirituality, that's all around. So that's you. However, he knows, he understands that something about him, he wants this. He's scared to kind of grow close. There's an 8 again of swords. There's a conflict in his thinking. He feels like, again, he wants to come close. I'm getting a fork in the road. Some parties say this might be you, this might not be him. Somebody keeps on, let's go the opposite way. Somebody keeps on wanting to draw him closer, but he keeps on stopping like, I don't want to really actually do this. There's the sword right there, which is called the sword of truth right there in between, right there smack dab in this situation. And you got Pan back here, which represents animalistic things there. It's somebody that's something that's unnatural, that's lurking in the shadows, that's right there in this situation. This is some unnatural, not really spiritual. This here got spiritual in the background. This is more animalistic. This to me means material, more trickster, more manipulation, more things that's not natural going on in this situation here. So that's going on at the same time. But there is a leveling here. We got a 7 and 8, which to me the leveling is that he's recognizing that there's truth that needs to be right there smack dab in this situation here, that he knows is powerless, but he knows that that's truly not where his freedom lies. Okay, so that's one thing there. Let's look and see about as far as since he knows that came out right there, and then we're going to get nosy and see what's going on in this situation. Okay, the connection clear. What's happening with the connection? When he looks at the connection, what's happening with this connection that he has here? This divine master wants to really present a big action, but it's happening behind the divine feminine's back here. Okay, it's happening behind the divine. Is it bringing it closer? There you go. This is happening behind the divine feminine action. So this person is planning. He might look like he's feared, but he's been thinking how he could be able to do this. You got this cow here, which is of commitment, mostly, and Hindu or in the Indian tradition is that's presented at marriage. So he does want this commitment as well. In this, I see lilies all represented in here too again. it's at night. So something is going on behind the scenes that you might not even know about it. It might look like it's darkest before the dawn. So this is happening again about the illusions, awareness. Got to get rid of that. So it's really dark right now. You looking at the illusions and you can't really see what's happening behind the scenes. Also, you got 11 here, which again to me is bringing on the balance here. So this is action that he really wants to present to you. He has also, he's the one that has his hand on the joystick here that's making the connection happening. So he wants you to know, I'm the one that's going to make this happen. I'm the one that's going to be taking the action to force the connection to actually happen as well. By behind your back, I got this big action that I have that's going on that you can't see. So you might not know it. So maybe when you're talking to your divine masculine, he look like he still look like he in it to win it in the situation, but he keeps on saying and reassuring that do not, looks are deceiving. I am not. I'm still concentrating and knowing I know why the cage bird sing. I want freedom. I want out. We have this camel here. This camel here again is represents spirituality, being able to go on its own energy. It does not need to feed off or anything else to have that. All they need is water. Water is spirituality. They can go long periods of time of traveling. So there's forward movement here that he has here. He wants you in the meantime, this divine feminine, to remain open to this. Both of you all are both dealing with the energies of, she has yellow on, so she wants you to understand and really still become understanding who you are. Stay in that understanding that you are divine. You got the crown on. You are royalty. You are divine. You are special. Understand, he wants you to have that. Say, keep your eyes looking and focus in on me. Keep your eyes focused on me. We are going to accomplish this. He has also this orange on here, which again, the connection. He has the connection. He has also manifested this. He wants you, this divine master wants you to know, I know although we got fears here, he said, but I'm still here. This is another one. I'm still, again, in my actions. I still want to make this big action happen for you. I just want you to remain open. I want you to stay regal. I want you to stay divine. I want you to stay in your understanding of who you are, who's your place and who you are in this whole situation. This divine master says he wants, at the end of the day, he understands spirit is going to have a big play on you all's commitment together, you all coming together. This here represents here, it's an equal give and take of pleasure. He wants to give you pleasure just like he knows that you want to give him pleasure, and that it's an equal balance here. And this is divinely lighted. The pathway about you all coming together, he understands that it's divine, and he understands that the divine is shining the light on you all's connection. Okay, so he wants you to know that. So he just wants you to be able to just hold faith, have faith on what's going on. What is the lessons that he's learning right now? What is the lessons that he's learning right now? And then we're about to get nosy. Clear. We're about to go into inquiring minds, want to know what's going on with him. Again, here we have here to be, again, he's masking his emotions here. He's masking his emotions. I'm about to go get the book so I can see what that is. This is another number 11. So he is trying to create this balance. He is trying to create this balance. Number 11. I guess I should have this over here with me anyway. Okay, number 11. No, I didn't pull that book out. Here we go. Excuse me, a lot of releasing. Number 11, number 11, number 11. Okay. This is a sword. I have my hand on it. I waste the time. Okay, vigilance, waiting, centering on the self. Waiting for something to happen, predatory spirit. Note, it is not a figure of mercy. He said, I'm not giving into this. I might look like I'm fearful here. That's what got me into the situation here. But he still is being vigilant. This divine master wants you to know he is being vigilant. He understands where he wants to go. He wants this freedom. He knows why the cage bird sings, and he knows exactly where he wants to go. Please do not again, go by the illusions. Hold on in there. Stay divine. Stay true to the cause of knowing who you are. Stay in your identity, knowing who you are in this whole thing. Understanding, and don't waver, okay? Because he's really relying on you to help him. He's just waiting on himself to become centered in this. Once he becomes centered, he will be able to take off from that. This one is like a slow moving knight. He was the Knight of Wands or a Nine of Wands or whatever it is. This one is that one that represents the slow moving knight. He knows what he wants. This is one that he has came out before and has told you all, just because I am in this situation or I'm moving slow does not mean I don't want to be in this situation. I'm waiting for the time to be right. Now, our problem is us as divine feminines, and I'm going to get into the advice about that. For us that's waiting for this divine masculine is saying, okay, you slow moving, you waiting for the time for it to be right and all that stuff. But that, you know, in the meantime, when you see it, will you please jump? Because I don't want you to be like a person playing double dutch. You jumping and they talk about in, and you still digging in your potatoes, and you could have been gone a long time ago. Soon as you see it, they want you, the divine feminine's energies want you to jump. So right now in his thing, his hard lesson is to be vigilant. Before, again, he's kind of wishy-washy, letting everybody else pick and choose for him. This time they say you got to be definite, you got to be vigilant, you got to be self-centered, and you got to be able to speak upon what you actually want to happen and how you want it to go upon happening for you. Okay, let's look and see as far as, let me pick out my cards here and let's take a little sneak peek into actually what's going on with this divine masculine. Can you tell me what's actually going on with you right now? He says right now in his thinking, he's depressed. It's a conflict about that. And right now, some things that's going on, this worldly thing, he's about this fame. He's still thinking about what other people are going to be thinking about him. That's his big thing. What are other people going to think about me? He had this alcohol and drugs things he's using to be able to relieve him in this situation. But see, I would tell him, dear heart, that is not going to help you. You've got to get to the point. You got to clear off that because all that does is muddy the water. You can't think. You as a divine feminine, I said that in one of the other videos before. Divine feminines, although you might say, I don't have no alcohol problems, but guess what? You're addicted to something. You could be addicted to drama. You could be addicted to bad thinking. Those things. How you can help your other counterpart is clean that up. That's why he tells you in your mind, that's in that crown. Get that crown together and know who you are. Start thinking divine thoughts. Start thinking about divine things. Stay in your lane. Don't start thinking about there's other things there. Okay, as well. So stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Keep that thought of that I'm staying in the divine lane. I'm not going into 3D. Because again, here you go, the high priestess, which is the highest form that you can be as a divine feminine here. He says you know how to uncover some things. You know how to reveal the unrevealable, things that's hidden. You know the secrets to things, and that's why you've got to stay in your peace, stay your mind stayed on the divine. Okay, the high priestess again is helping him to reveal some things too. Again, that's making him like, I want to look beyond the fear. Okay, beyond all this other stuff, these illusions, and really kind of see. Is there anything else you want us to know? He says right now in his actions, he's observing some things. I think he's doing just like double dutch. He's waiting for that opening to go. He's observing some things about people around him that he's seeing that no longer suits him, that how he played his part as well. He's looking at observing and seeing how you doing as well. That's why I say watch your actions, watch it, especially around this time here. And he's observing to see about when this time could for him to be able to go. Is there anything else? Anything else you want us to know? Divine masculine. Okay, this is quite a bit. Okay, he's in his emotions. He's trying to find contentment. When he thinks about you and his emotions, it's romantic. However, in his emotions, he's got this fear. Again, he's concerned about the material things, which is his money. He's working on being the emperor here, but he's got to fight two opposing energies here. In his emotions, he's got sadness. And the big major role here that's really being a catalyst and pushing things forward, pulling threes, is the lighthouse, which would be you. You are the lighthouse. You're the one that keeps the light on, like Motel 6. They help to shine the light to tell him which way he needs to go. Where's home? Where can he find safety? Where can he find comfort? It's the lighthouse. I said that earlier. Thank you. Okay, cards don't lie. Okay, so that's what he's saying there. That's why I say you got to anchor yourself down. When you feel yourself, like I said in that other reading, you feel yourself going off, say, let me just backtrack and get off of this because I know better. I know where I want to end up being. And I know better. So let me get off of this. Is there anything else you want us to kind of go into? Is there anything about this situation, which seems like this is a third energy that's involved, or this karmic, as you all say, karmic, or this hard lesson he's learning in this relationship? Is there something else you want us to give out there? He will knows that he has this, it's a sense of community. This community is involved. It's more so than just him. It's other people around who he surround himself that's involved in here. But he's trying to become a mature person because he wants to have something to put on the table. And he understands he's got to get some more knowledge about some things. Right now he's feeling around in the dark. And there is some light. But he's trying to really find what's his location, where he is in all these things. What else do you want us to tell us about this situation? That you're always on his mind, you're on his thoughts, you're the one who's propelling him, helping him think about outside of the box. You're helping him get innovative, being creative about how he can find solutions to this problem as well that he's in. So please keep that in mind as well, Divine Feminine. Understand that he knows that he's got to put something, death to scratches around the corner. He's got to put an end to things. This 19 is a catalyst. He knows that this catalyst thing is an event that's going to be a catalyst to help him to put an end to things. He's just waiting on that right now because he knows he's ready to start that journey. Okay, this is him in the 3D. These are my 3D cards about actually what's going on and how that's going to play out. What other things do you want us to know? He's working his way to be the divine masculine, the main male, right there, center of attention, because he knows he's gotten a message from spirit. Is there anything, last thing, anything before I start giving advice to this person? And he wants this new beginning. Some of you all, he wants to have a child with. He understands that. But it's this pure, he wants to return to this innocence. He wants to really honor the inner child within him, which is really living the dream that he has always have wanted to. He knows it's something precious. He knows that he's also vulnerable too, as well. So he wants this new beginning too, as well. But that one, most times, sometimes it's something else. But he's telling me he wants that. He knows that this is a new beginning that he wants to. He knows that it's precious. This thing that he wants to start off with that. And it's just like this child with this stuffed animal. This union of coming with you is the most precious thing that he holds on true to right now in this situation. That's why I say, I hear him say, please don't go. I'm hearing that song being played. All right, then. Let's give me this one right here. What's some advice that the Divine Feminine is watching this? What does she need to know? Clear? Because I know I can feel Mom. Maybe I can't smell food. I can't tell. I got the door closed, so I can't tell. And I wanted to rattle this off. Woohoo! Whoa. Okay. And this is divine truth because it fell on the floor. Stand your ground. That's what I told you. Stay grounded. Divine Feminine advice. Stand your ground. Divine Feminine in here. Please stand your ground. He keeps on saying, you the one that's helping me. I feel like I used to say about me and my divine counterpart. I always said, like, I felt like I was the one, like them helium balloons, and he was like the helium balloon. He just kind of just float. And I had to kind of keep it tethered on and tied onto my wrist. I couldn't hold him. I had to just like this because I was the one that was anchoring him. And I just kind of let the breeze kind of blow on wherever it is. And then I kind of stay myself tethered to, he tethered to me, and I stay grounded for him. Say, okay, I can pull him down every now and then, look at it, say, how you doing? And then let it go float, but you're still tethered to me. That's the same thing it is like that helium balloon thing. You got to stay grounded. You are the one he's tethered to. He done said that. What is some relationship advice that also that I could give the Divine Feminine is watching for this person here? Clear. Here's your advice. Okay. Attempting to control others attracts more to be controlled. That's what I said. Tether that like that balloon. Okay. And this could be advice for everybody that's even concerned, even the divine masculine. It is easy to understand how you would come to the conclusion that your path to feeling good is through influencing or controlling the behaviors of others. But as you attempt to control them through influence or coercion, you discover that not only cannot contain them, but your attention to them brings more like them into your experience. Okay, let me read that again. But as you attempt to control them through influence or coercion, you discover that not only can you not contain them. I want to go the opposite. But as you attempt to control them through influence or coercion, you discover that not only can you not contain them, but your attention to them brings more like them into your experience. You simply cannot get to where you want to be by attempting to control or eliminate the unwanted. That's what I said. Just again, do the balloon and let them go on and let them be. Okay? And then they will flow right back to thee. Okay? That's the way you got to kind of like look at things. Okay? All right then, as always, that's your advice for you, Divine Feminines, in this one. That one is the DM, right, and advice for you in dealing with them. As always, don't forget, go to divineunisource11.co to get your ticket for the 12/12 event, bringing in divine order into the new year. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, Namago. Love you.